Hi everybody, I'm Patrick.
And I'm Michael. You're watching another episode of Star Wars News and Views. Today's story is pretty spoilerish. In fact,
huge spoilers.
If it's true, it's hard to get more spoilerish than this. So, warning right now. If you're wanting to be a little bit spoiled, that's one thing. If you want to know everything about the movie, that's another thing. And this is going to be one of those stories, if it's true.
Yeah,
we'll see about that later. So, you're warned. So the story is MakingStarWars.com. The best and worst site on the internet for Star Wars Episode 7 rumors. Yeah. The best because they do have a lot of inside scoops. The worst because a lot of them are fake. And it's hard to sort out which ones are which. They tried their best. They're very good. I recommend visiting them. But it's sometimes it's like, I don't know what to believe. This one is a bit of a doozy. So what they're saying is this is towards the end of the movie. Takes place in this, what they're calling the evil castle. You've seen some of the production art of it. And Han Solo's hiding, and Kylo Ren is present, and Han Solo reveals himself. Anyway, the action scene takes place, there's an explosion, and it's basically Han Solo dies to sacrifice.
Han Solo dies?
He dies! Han Solo dies as a sacrifice in the last act of Episode 7. There you go. Now, what do you have to say about this?
First of all, again, it's a rumor. There's been a lot of them from MakeStarWars.net, so don't take this as fact. This is like a possibility, and now there's like a little bit more of backing to maybe it being true. But at the same time, I think everybody speculated that some major character could die in this one, and Han Solo seems like a very likely case. I mean, at the end of Episode 5, it was already supposed to be ambiguous whether or not he was going to return to the series.
And the reason was because Harrison Ford didn't want to, and eventually they twisted his arm. So at the end of Episode 5, he's frozen in carbonite. The idea was, well, Harrison Ford might not come back. So if he doesn't come back, then he's just frozen in carbonite and he dies. And if he comes back, then we'll have a big rescue sequence in Jabba's palace. And I guess they fed him enough money that he said, okay.
So this might be one of these same sort of circumstances where it's more based on Harrison Ford's willingness to come back, and he's old now. I mean, I don't know how willing he was to do the Episode 7 in the first place.
Well, he held out until the last minute. Like it was Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher were announced very at the beginning, but then Harrison Ford was always this ongoing negotiation.
He's, I don't know, he broke his leg on this one. Maybe he's just like, oh, fuck this, I don't want to do this anymore. Oh, like old. But I can understand him wanting to leave the series at some point, and like they said, this is supposed to be about the new cast, right? The new characters. So having Han Solo die would be a good way to send him off, especially if it's in this heroic fashion, right? Like a good character arc, starting from this sort of selfish loner to being someone who can like give back to people in general.
Learning the value of friendship, and then making the ultimate step of sacrificing your own life for someone that you love. That's like the ultimate arc. That's why he said in Return of the Jedi, he thought that he should be killed. He argued for him to be killed off, and they didn't do it. And even a lot of fans think that that's the way it should have gone. Han Solo should have died in Return of the Jedi. And maybe J.J. Abrams and Lawrence Kasdan, being fans, even Lawrence Kasdan said like we should kill one of the main characters. And of course, Han Solo is the ultimate arc. It's like he's Harrison Ford has said this himself. He's got no mama, he's got no papa, he's got no responsibilities. Let's allow him to make this sacrifice. So, and even me and you, we were talking about it, and we came up with the same thing. One time we're off camera as well. We also sit around to discuss Star Wars stuff, and we came up with that story point. So it's kind of obvious, I guess. And
at this point they've given him and Leia a chance to procreate and have kids, and like if he goes away now, at least sort of the Skywalker
he's
lineage,
leaving something behind.
The Skywalker lineage will carry on with Leia, and then he already has made like his sort of imprint on this as like an important character.
And if Daisy Ridley's playing his daughter, that's like number one, that's very important for her, that she witnesses her father killed by the Sith, and also it's a good passing of the torch to her as the main character. So it does make sense. It does tie together. I would not be surprised if this does turn out to be true. But also, I guess because of that, because of the obviousness of it, maybe someone could fake it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure everybody, or not everybody, but a lot of people who were making up rumors for this, which we know some of them are fake at this point, not specifically which ones, but this could be another fake one that someone made up. They're like, I have an idea. What if Han Solo dies? This will be hilarious because everyone will believe me. But, you know.
Yeah. So, I don't know, for those of you who have stuck around for all the spoilers, I don't know what you think of this, if you think it's plausible, or if you think, yes, it's plausible, but this is fake, or whatever your opinion is. Leave your opinion in the comment section. Let us know. Personally, I don't know if this particular MakingStarWars.net rumor is true.
Yeah.
Because it could just be someone independently faking it, but I believe that this is something that could possibly happen, and I would not be surprised in the least.
Yeah, I would be sad to lose Han Solo, but he's got to go eventually.
And the other thing is, what's Harrison Ford's contract for 8 and 9? You never hear anything about that, right?
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to be filming Han Solo in 2019? Maybe. It would surprise me if he was. So we'll wait and see. But I guess that's about it. So thanks for watching. Leave us your feedback, and we'll see you next episode.